Okay, now I am so pleased to introduce Jeané Coakley, sports reporter and writer for Sportsnet New York and the Paul Smith College 2017 commencement speaker. Ms. Coakley grew up in Beekmantown, New York, and graduated magna cum laude from Quinnipiac University, where she majored in communications and minored in history. She has traveled the country, and I expect the world a little bit, covering sports, and has covered everything from the Super Bowl, March Madness, Indy 500, Brickyard 400, to even the rodeo. She currently covers the New York Jets, in New York City. The students chose Ms. Coakley to be their commencement speaker because she is a true inspiration and leader, having made a name for herself coming from our region especially. Plus, she absolutely knows how the winters are up here. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce Ms. Jeané Coakley.
Wow, I sound way cooler on paper. Not the case in real life. Thank you, President Dove, Provost Hunt Boldine, deans, faculty members, parents, family, and most importantly, the class of 2017. It truly is an honor for me to be here today. I am humbled, excited, shocked, and slightly terrified to be giving your commencement speech. It was 16 years ago that I was sitting at my college graduation, and I still remember most of that day pretty clearly, down to the pink dress and the Birkenstock sandals I was wearing. However, I absolutely have no idea who said my commencement speech. I actually Googled it thinking it would jog my memory. Nope, I still don't have a clue. So, with that being said, I will try to leave you with at least one memorable thing, so hopefully you don't have to Google it in 20 years. And if I can't do that, then I will try to make this as short as possible. Before I go any further, I have to congratulate each and every one of you. Obtaining a college degree is no small task. And you, my friends, now have a degree with a distinct honor. You are part of an elite group. You have a degree from a college located in the Adirondack State Park, which, as you probably know, is the largest publicly protected area in the contiguous United States. That is pretty cool and pretty impressive. So please, give yourselves a round of applause because you deserve it. And while you are at it, your parents, your teachers, and everyone else who helped you get to this point deserves the applause too. And to all you parents out there, I promise you that those tuition checks that you have been writing will pay off. You may have to wait 16 years. Ask my parents. They put 5 of us through college, and they are here today to see their oldest daughter use that communications degree they paid for. So please, be patient, parents, okay? So like I said, 16 years ago, I was you. I was sitting at my college graduation, getting ready to conquer the world with my brand spanking new degree. I had it all figured out at that point. I was gonna get a job on TV as a sports anchor, work my way up, and of course have my own talk show by 35, and be married and have 3 kids by then. Sounds perfect, right? Nice and easy. I mean, I had busted my butt for the last 4 years. Of course it was gonna go exactly as planned. Was I wrong? Dead wrong. That is nowhere close to where I am today. So I'm telling you this, if you have a plan, a blueprint of the way you think your life will be, rip it up, because that's not the way it's going to play out. And you know what? It's okay. In fact, it's pretty awesome. This small town girl has been on the sideline of multiple Super Bowls, been to several Brickyard 400s, Indy 500s, NCAA Final Fours, All-Star games, flown with the Blue Angels, interviewed the likes of Larry Bird, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Peyton Manning, Derek Jeter, LeBron James. I have been on red carpets, rubbed elbows with famous actors and actresses, and oh yeah, I ended up marrying the guy who was drafted, the only guy to ever be drafted in the first round of 2 professional sports. However, Scott, I do believe I'm the best athlete in the house. Trust me, most of the time I have to pinch myself and ask, is this really my life? but it is. Now listen, I have worked very, very hard to get to where I'm at, and nothing was handed to me. I promise. I don't want to bore you too much with my life's journey. You'd fall asleep and so would I. And I told you I was going to promise to make this short. But I do want to share a little bit about how I am today, about where I am today, which isn't having my own talk show. After I graduated from college, it took me 9 months, yes, 9 months, to get my first television job. I really thought my parents were going to kill me. So again, parents, be patient. And that job wasn't even on TV, and it wasn't in sports. Oh, and did I mention it was in Billings, Montana? It was a news producer job for the ABC affiliate. I didn't care though. It was something in the business, my foot in the door, and that's all I needed. So I packed up my Volkswagen Jetta and headed west. I worked so hard and learned so much in that year and a half that when I left Montana, I was ready to be on air. My first on-air sports gig was in Yuma, Arizona. Hey, I was willing to go anywhere to chase that dream. It was in the desert that I discovered my passion. I absolutely loved telling sports stories. I worked my tail off and loved every minute of it. It paid off because I landed a sports reporting job in Indianapolis, Indiana, one of the best sports markets in the nation. In Indy, I was given the opportunity to hone my skills. I gained confidence and thrived the 3.5 years I lived in the Circle City. I left the Midwest for a job that put me closer to my family and working in the #1 market in the country. I have been at Sportsnet New York for the past 8 years as an anchor reporter, whose primary job is being the New York Jets beat reporter. And boy, does Gang Green keep me busy. And I love every second of it. And that's where I am today. You can find me every football Sunday interviewing the guys after the game. In the off-season, anchoring Sportsnet, covering the Knicks game, or most recently, the New York Rangers playoff run. But that's just the beginning. I have plenty more I want to do, and I'm still not giving up on that talk show. So before I end, I want to give you a list of 10 things to think about as you enter the next chapter of your life. Number 1, and guys, if you don't remember anything I've said so far and you're falling asleep, please wake up and remember this, okay? Love what you do. Maria said it the best. Have passion. Let me repeat myself. Love what you do. Do not do it for the money, the spotlight, or because someone else wants you to do it. You will not be happy. Be passionate about what you do, because if you love what you do, it's not work. And believe me, it doesn't get any better than that. Number 2, someone is always going to be better than you. There will always be someone smarter, younger, prettier, faster, richer, taller, smaller, you name it. That's the way it is. And you know what? It's okay. As long as you are the best version of you. Don't be someone your parents want you to be, or your friends, or your teachers. Be you and only you. Embrace everything about you and rock it. Hey, no one can be better at being you than you. Leave your legacy and make it a good one. And you know what? Learn from those who are better. Number 3, take risks. And don't be afraid to fail. Failure is not a bad thing. It takes guts to do it. And I hate to be the ones that have to tell you this, but you are going to fail. But the best feeling comes from succeeding after you fail. I promise, I have failed plenty of times, and so is everyone else worth their salt. Just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and learn from it, and find another way to get your goal. Number 4, work hard. Don't try to cut corners. Start from the bottom and work your way up. There is nothing better than knowing that you've earned it. There are very few things in life that you have control of, but you do have control of how hard you work and how prepared you are. So always be the hardest worker. And don't be afraid to do a job no one else wants to do. Number 5, and this is an important one, something I didn't have to be aware of when I was your age. Be very, very, very careful with social media. Everything you post, every comment you make will be with you forever, even if you delete it. I know Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, heck, even all those dating apps have changed our world, so be very careful with how you use it. Number 6, be personable. Get off your damn phones and have a real conversation. Listen. I am not judging. I need to take my own advice. I'm really working on that. But nowadays, people are more worried about getting likes from strangers, building their own brand, than building meaningful relationships. Talk to your friends and family. Listen to your friends and family. Truly get to know who they are. Look them in the eye and have a conversation with them. Have face-to-face conversations. You can learn so much more from other people than you can from a piece of technology. And that piece of technology will always be there. That person won't. Number 7, teamwork is essential. When people work together, you can accomplish so much more. And here's the deal, you don't and you won't like everyone, but you do have to learn from them and work with them, so find a way to do it. Number 8, be kind. And for this, I will quote my favorite poet, Maya Angelou. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. It's true, a simple smile can change someone's day. Number 9, give back. And I'm not necessarily talking about giving money. Give your time, it's just as valuable. We need more people in this world to give than to take. So go out and volunteer, help others. You all have something great to offer, so pay it forward. And finally, number 10, laugh. I'm telling you, life can be a bear. The real world is tough. So when it gets to be too much, just sit back and laugh, because that's all you really can do. So just have fun. Enjoy the moment and the ride. So I leave you with those 10 things I've learned throughout my 16-year journey. You should be very proud of all you've accomplished thus far. You all obviously have the tools to succeed in whatever your future holds. Go out and just be you. This is a great big world out there, so go ahead and conquer it. Good luck and congratulations.